collective flowers, flowers, flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as TheAfrozen. Today I'm reading for the beautiful and handsome collective. Hey collective, hey, flowers, 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 flowers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store, all that information is in the description box below. Alright, so let's get into it. Tea. I heard time's up, then I also heard ticking time bomb. So someone is very impatient in regards to how all of this is playing out. They need something to happen fast and now. Someone that is unloyal to you, a toxic family that is stressed out here. They're drinking themselves to death, literally. They're stressed out by your actions. They're stressed out by your rejection to their actions. And it's making them to be seen as, number one, the culprit of all that has transpired in your life, number one. Number two, it's making them look truly unhinged because they are doing everything. They're doing a lot of things here to stop you from moving forward. So T1, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that a segment or a section within your back, T1? Yes. So the T1 vertebrae controls the medial side of the forearm and flexes the wrist. So it's the hopefully you can see directly, it's in the middle. Okay, so this is someone that has a pinched nerve. So there's a family member here that has back issues, back problems, pain in the back or chest at the first rib, or pain in the ring or pinky fingers. So T1 and T2 is a pinched nerve. So there's someone that may have a pinched nerve or nerves that is stressed out by you. Stressed out by the rejection to their actions, and they're trying to cause some kind of chaos in your life. It's not gonna work. Yeah. They're trying to bully you because time's up. Okay, I'm hearing that they're making calls to many different mental facilities currently. They're trying to get you to be trapped, or they're trying to get you to say something very outlandish, or they're trying to get you to react in an outlandish way. And everything that they throw at you, you're just like, oh, you again? Oh, okay. You just kind of walk over, or you walk around it, and it's really pissing this person off. So you have a family member here, ex-family member, take out how it resonates here, that has a pinched nerves or something wrong with their back. Okay? And if I were them, I'd be very careful. But yeah, they're praying. Loyal is in reverse. They're not loyal to you at all. So here is the mental illness here. Here's a hidden trauma or hidden agenda. The hidden agenda here is they're still trying to push this narrative that something is off with the collective. And there's nothing wrong with you, okay? But they're trying to push this narrative that something's off with the collective because you've been, speaking out in regards to what has transpired in the past. And it feels like this person here has taken the reign, or this person within this family dynamic, toxic family dynamic here, has taken the baton to basically make you surrender, or basically make you suffer, or to make you hurt. And none of that shit is going to happen, okay? They don't want to see you with any joy. You separated yourself from these individuals here, and they feel very disrespected. They feel, sudden changes. They feel disrespected by your action or your decision to leave them in the dust, to leave them behind. So because time is out or time is up, they're doing anything. It don't matter. It's like someone that's blindfolded and they can hear things, but they can't see, and they just aiming aimlessly through people. They don't care who they hit or who they harm. They're just doing it in that kind of way. They don't care where it lands, but they feel like it's just going to land on you. Yeah, they got anger issues. Because you're not weak. Or you haven't been weakened by what they've been trying to do to you. They're on drugs. They're on drugs here. Now, if this person is not careful, I can see their back becoming actually paralyzed. Yeah. They're jealous of you. You're not in communication with these individuals. Tower moment. So you have a karmic family, a dusty karmic family member here that has a very unhealed back, that feels like they can come for you because they feel like they're better than you. They feel like they're in control of you. They feel like they can just run your life the way they see fit, and all that is just negative. They're not better than you. If they were, do you. Go to your side. Go to your lane. If you're so called better than the collective, you wouldn't be on top of the collective in the way that you are. Karmic. Not making sense. I keep hearing, oh, my back, my back, my back. Yeah, I bet your back is right. Yeah, they have addictions. They drink. All they do is drink. Drink. Judgment is here. I see a very bad car accident happening with this person. Very bad car accident. Totaled. Yeah. They end up in the hospital paralyzed. I see all of that. I don't understand. They not tired yet? Y'all keep your ass fucking handled. Y'all not tired yet? Y'all must love punishment, karmic. You must love pain, because ain't no fucking way. And they've been getting some very strong warnings and signs to leave the collective alone. They have, because shit have been popping in their life. Shit breaking down. I'm hearing the stove caught on fire, or there was something with the stove where there was more fire coming out the stove. I'm hearing there's a gas leak within the home. There's carbon monoxide. This ain't looking good for this person or group of people. Okay. Okay, well, whatever. And it's going to be extreme. Because they're not understanding that enough is enough. It's like, well, I'm going to tell you when enough is enough. Okay. Well, let us know how that worked out, big dog. Okay. Let us know how that worked out, boo. So you got a dusty crusty within this toxic family dynamic here that thinks that they can overpower you. Hear me roar in that kind of way. But they back is fucked up. You need your back to walk. And pretty soon, I want to say within the next 2 to 3 months or so, you'll get confirmation that this person is paralyzed. I'm just a messenger. You're going to get strong confirmation that this person that keep trying to come for you, who think that they have control over you because they want to listen to the other dumbass dynamic within the family dynamic, or whatever you want to call these dumb sets of cunts. You're going to get strong confirmation. Oh, did you hear such and such got in a bad car accident? Or they got in a bad accident, and if they decide to not drive anymore, it's still going to happen. You see, spirit can be real fucking petty when it's ready. Spirit can be very diabolical and petty when it's ready. So even though this person decides not to drive anymore or not to use transportation, this is still going to happen. Fated. There are many ways to skin a cat. Many ways. Many ways. This is how they wanted you to be by yourself and exiled from the world. That's exactly where they're heading to, because of the supernatural occurrences that have been taken over their life. So no matter where they go, no matter where they rest their head, those energies are following them. We have the Fool in reverse. They're very reckless. They are reckless towards you. They're currently trying to look up different types of mental facilities here, mental health facilities here. And they've been making a lot of egregious reports in regards to the collective here, saying that the collective is this and that. And there's actually people watching you quietly, watching how you do things and online and stuff like that. There are. They're still telling people you're demonic. They just telling people that you don't belong in the streets. You need to be off the streets by any means necessary. And you ain't going no fucking way. You ain't doing nothing to nobody. You chilling. You chilling. You ain't doing nothing. This is a masculine family member here because the Emperor in reverse came out. So it's a masculine within a family dynamic. This ex or toxic ex family dynamic here is suffering from some kind of a back pain here. Could be an earth sign as well. I'm going to put it this way because this is all earth. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be an earth sign here that thinks that they're very tyrannical, or I guess they feel they're stronger than you. Well, if you're so stronger, if you're so much stronger than the collective, why you gotta be calling people? If you really want to do all this weird shit that you say you want to do towards the collective, why the fuck you don't do it, karmic? You by your fucking lonesome. Why you gotta bring an entourage of dumb cunts to surround you with your foolishness? That don't make sense to me. But keep on drinking, because you're in for a big surprise, karmic, that you can't see. Like I said, spirit have a very funny way of being fucking petty. This person's gonna be paralyzed. They ain't gonna be able to walk. They're not gonna be able to speak. Yo, it's bad. because they want to keep coming for you. And you ain't do nothing to this person. But you're going to know who this person is a family member within that toxic dynamic, an earth sign, but an emperor in reverse, who thinks that they are stronger than you. So it could be your uncle, a brother, a cousin, a father, a grandfather, take it how it resonates. But they feel like they have more power and strength than you. It's a masculine. See, the thing is, I was talking to my best friend yesterday, and we were bridging the gap between the generation before, like the boomers. Not all boomers are bad, okay? I'm not coming at the boomers as a whole. Not. I'm just talking about the toxic boomers versus the our generation, 80s babies, right? And what we realized together is that the toxic boomers from that generation there has been stuck in a very one-track mind, number one. And it was all about control and submission. Then you introduce drugs and all this other shit as well too. To be honest, I could say from the 70s to 80s, I could probably include the 90 babies as well too. I can truly I feel strong deep within that most or majority of you guys raised yourselves. And that generation or our generation developed the term latchkey kid. We really did everything for ourselves. And I feel that these toxic members within this family dynamic here that's in the boomer stage, okay, I'm only talking about the toxic boomers, okay? They feel some type of way because they don't have control over you. See, they have control over their family, over the money, the finances. And because they were able to have control over the finances, is do as I say, not as I do. So they always had a form of an ironclad fist when it came to, number one, reprimanding, control, and other things of that nature here. And you just pulled away from it because that doesn't resonate with you. And you're doing things differently than what they have done. So an example would be that you may have done something wrong as a child, but you get hit or beat for it, but no explanation as to why this is bad. You know what I mean? And they just keep thinking, well, you shut up and I'm going to keep doing this and doing that to you. I'm going to keep hitting you, but you're not supposed to ask. You're not supposed to speak back. You're not supposed to do any of these things because this is how they feel that they are losing control over you. So you speaking back to them was a form of disrespect. You always asking questions in a very different way was a form of disrespect because there was no control around that. It's like they wanted you to think and live a certain way, and if you get outside of that box, you were immediately punished for thinking differently, for seeing things in a different way, because it's not normal to them. It's a very foreign substance or structure that they're not, number one, privy to, and number two, they have no understanding or understanding about. So also what me and my best friend have also noticed as well too is that the toxic mothers were always in competition with the enlightened ones or the star seeds. And that drew a big, a big wedge between a lot of toxic mothers and daughters. And you can flip it around, it could be toxic daughters and mothers. Take how it resonates, right? But we realized there was a lot of similarities, especially with the toxic mothers, is that because if their husband or boyfriend told them what to do, they just did it. But when that person, husband or boyfriend, whatever, told you to do something, there was always a question, well, why would we do it this way? Or why should it, in that kind of way? And it made them look bad to the husband or the boyfriend because they didn't have control over you. So they got together, this dynamic husband and wife, mother, father, boyfriend, girl, take it how it resonates in your life, in your childhood story. They came together to tag team you because they felt two heads are better than one against you. So they thought that they can outsmart you or hinder you by continuously abusing you. So when that didn't work anymore, they started to go to the extremes. even as far as to pay other people around you to control you because they couldn't do it. So this was all about control, a very, very, very strong force of control that they do not have anymore. And because they don't have the control that they did before when you were young, and they see you doing your own thing, they see you whatever, however, it's causing them to go ballistically crazy. It's caused them to get out of character. It's caused them to do a lot of crazy shit that everyone can see. So they're really putting themselves on the forefront. They're speaking about you in ill ways. They're gossiping about you. And those people that they're gossiping about you is looking at you. You're not lining up to what they have been saying about you. It's not making sense. It's not connecting. The dots don't connect. So there's an entourage of people that's just watching you and realizing here that this toxic family dynamic here are fucking spawn. They're spawned from hawk and spit. Spawned from big pile of elephant shit. That's what they are. They're nasty. They're dirty. They're inhumane. They're disgusting. I can go on and on. They're a fucking blight. I love that word. Blight is my favorite word. They're a fucking blight. And because you are not, what's the word? You're not conformed, or you're not, you don't listen to what they got going on, it's a huge issue for you and for them. Or it's a huge issue for them to you, because you're not listening. So this is why they're recruiting all these dumbasses to try to regain some kind of control over you. This is why they're calling many different mental facilities to try to regain control over you. They're trying to put fear in your heart. Well, I mean, if you know you're not fucking crazy, you know you ain't got no mental issues, why get upset? You know what I mean? Like, why go off the deep end? Okay, they called, then what? What's the next thing? You're not going into a mental facility, or you're not going to be admitted or stay there or so. You're not. Some of you guys may have went to mental facilities when you were younger, but that was a form of control. That was a form of trying to stamp your personality as something different. And it failed. So now they're recruiting other dumbasses within the dynamic here to come up against you. And every person that has come up against you, they have failed. And you by your lonesome. Well, you and your divine, but you by your lonesome. A lot of these boomers, the toxic ones, the toxic boomers, I'm not speaking about as the whole, okay? I'm specifically speaking about the toxic boomers. Okay, making that very clear. Let me say it one more time. I'm speaking thoroughly and solely about the toxic boomers, okay? All they knew was to work. Where they either worked or they were on drugs. The toxic boomers. And they see that you saw how they lived life and you didn't want to live your life in that way. So you chose a different path. The path less chosen. And because you've decided to bet on you, you decided to choose the path less chosen, which is you. So a lot of people don't choose themselves. A lot of people like to live life in this herd type of form, conformity. Well, if that person's doing it, it might be good. Let me do it too. No one has their own, let me don't say no one. The toxic individuals that we have to live amongst, they don't have a mind of their own. They can't think for themselves. And to see someone like you in your essence and your true nature, collective, that bothers them. That irritates them. It infuriates them. Because you can think so differently and you can see success, or you can see the progressed success that you are progressing through or trekking through. That's a bother for them, because all they know is work and and that and this and that. There's more to life than just that. The new school, which we are, the collective, we the new school. We schooling these old motherfuckers. And again, I'm speaking solely about the toxic boomers. But shit, because I feel like somebody gonna be triggered by me saying a toxic boomer. Well, then I'm speaking about you, boo. You must be a motherfucking karmic. Anywho, they're threatened by your freedom. They're still stuck. They're still enslaved to this whole whatever you want to call it. And they try to keep you enslaved by beating on you, by pushing brutal force, opposition on you, because you have to, because I say so. Yeah, if somebody beating on you, of course you're gonna be okay. That shit not fucking working. It's not working. And now they're realizing that it's not working. They have realized it's not working. This is why they're going the extra mile. This is why they're taking the extra steps to ensure that they destroy you. And it's not going to fucking happen. These group of people, cesspit of shit of people, this incestuous group, you go see them fall. Everybody go see. And everyone is going to know this group to be having sex with not only other people's significant other, with each other. This is a very foul group. Very foul. Now, I ain't trying to trigger nobody, but I have to say, of course, I'm going to come respectfully when I'm about to say this. They were also trying to make you be into the same sex. Not everybody is with that. Not everybody is with that. And they were trying to get you to be within the same sex because that's what they're doing, but they're keeping it behind the scenes. See, people from the past, especially the toxic boomers here, they lived a life where everything must be seen but not heard. What goes on in this home stays in this home, in that kind of way. So they had a very rigid way of thinking and living, and they wanted to instill that onto you. Okay. It's like they wanted to beat you into listening. Why you not listening? You need to listen. You need to this. Yeah, they wanted you to cancel this energy of having high self-esteem. They didn't want you to learn who you were, but you never needed them. You raised yourself. Like I keep saying, I feel like the 80 babies, 80s and 90s babies, because that's what the Gen Y, Gen X, I don't keep up with the letters and shit. The 80s and 90s babies, okay? The Plutonian, that particular Plutonian generation, I think it's between 83 and 88, 89? Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely too sure. They're doing things differently. Dang. And it's bringing forth massive success because they're not taking the path that these so-called parents thought they should. Oh, you need to go to school. You need to get your education. Oh, you need to settle down and you need to this. People are not doing this. People are doing different things. There are people that don't even want to have children. There are people that want to live a very single life. And hey, that's their prerogative. There are people that don't want to be in connections and relationships. Hey, that's their prerogative. There are people that don't want to be around family members anymore. Hey, that is their prerogative. And they feel betrayed by you because you don't want to be a part of the bullshit that they got fucking going on. Everything that they have done before behind the scenes was very abusive. Again, that's where that term came from. What goes on in this home stays in this home. And I feel that's bullshit. Because if you know that someone is getting abused in a home and you staying quiet, you're enabling the person that's doing it to the person that's getting it. You're an enabler. So I don't believe in the term, what goes on in this home stays in this home. What's going on? You know what I mean? And they felt because they had the upper hand, because that may have what they've been experiencing when they were a child. So they only can teach you from what they know, or they only can teach you from their level of perception. And their level of perception is very low. Very, very low. Because all they knew back then was to go to school, work, take care of a family, But on the side, as to take care of the family, they're cheating. They got different holes and area codes. They're giving out venereal diseases like it's fucking candy. They're giving out STD like it's nothing. Interneverary. They're doing a whole lot of crazy shit here, but they still want people to see them as this upstanding person. No. No. Just not. They're not. They just fucking not. Six of Pentacles. You were the one that changed the narrative of that generation or that bloodline. You're not a part of that bloodline. It was never, you were never connected to them because that's not your real family. And you created your own set of way of living. And it's very different to how they lived. And that irritates them as well too. Again, because they no longer have control over you. This was all about control. And if someone loses control over something that they had control over for a very long time, they're going to start to trip. They're going to start to do things. They're going to start to do things in a way where you're going to see the mistakes. They're like, yo, you good? What's wrong with you? Yeah. In that kind of way. You may actually start to see these nasty niggas foaming at the mouth, complaining, crying. You are the top. When I say you are the thing of the thing, every day, you are top news. You're top news because you won't listen, because you want this and you want that. Fuck ya, karmic. Fuck ya, karmic. You will not control the collective. You cannot control the collective. You want something to control? Control your bitch ass. You can control yourself. You can't control no one else. Control yourself. Because you looking real dumb out here, karmic. Imagine somebody want to hurt you because you're not listening to them. Something so simple as that, a gesture that simple in that way, an interaction in that way. Oh, I'm going to do this to this person because they're not listening. You not hear how fucked up that sounds? That you want to hurt somebody because they're not listening to the fuckery that coming out to your fucking stink foul mouth, karmic? Make it make fucking sense. Then they recruiting a whole bunch of cunts to try to come around you, to try to harm you in any way, shape, or form, and that fucking failing too. You're dealing with a bunch of remedial cunts. That's what we dealing with. These karmics are remedial cunts that lack a lot of life experiences because of the way they think, the one-track mind way of thinking. And that's why they're in the position that they're in. Are you going to abuse someone because they don't want to listen to you, because they don't want to be controlled? But you can't even control your own self, karmic. You can't even control yourself. You can't even control your fucking bowels. You know what? Don't let me get started, because the way I get ready to is the Trinity spirit getting ready to come up in this body. And then when you ask, oh, you must listen to me, you must obey me. Well, why? Because I'm this, I'm that. That don't make sense to me. Let me give you an example, right? I got 4 kids. 4 kids, okay? And my son, my second son, will always tell me something, and I will look at him. It may not have made sense to me as we're having a conversation, but I would sit and I would pause. And I would ask and say, well, why would you say that? Or how did you arrive at that conclusion? Well, such and such, da, 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 da. Instead of me being like, oh, this is wrong. No, I welcome his own interpretation as to how he sees the world, how he perceives the world. Not only is it benefiting him, it's benefiting me as well too, because this little young man is coming up to see things in a way that I never anticipated or would have seen for myself. So with these toxic boomers here, they wanted to keep a hold on the child or a child or you collective, because you were the child when you were growing up, of course. And you had to do everything they said. And if not, it was going to be some strong consequences to you not listening to what they said, because they always knew you were right. But they didn't want you to know that you were right. They always wanted you to feel like you were wrong so they can continue the abuse. But who don't hear will feel. Because they will be forced to surrender. Facts. They want to beat on you, keep it behind closed doors, and then when everything is out in the open, oh, there's such a well-behaved child. I'm sure you've heard that before. Oh, you're such a well-behaved child. Oh, you're this. Oh, wow, they don't do this. And yeah, because they were beaten into fucking submission as a child. They were beaten to the point where these so-called toxic parents wanted their voices, their collective's voices, to be muted. And they can't take the truth because the truth hurts. Romance, they don't want you to have any romance because they don't have romance. You got people that have been together 40, 50, 60 years, but the men dogging them behind the back, well, as long as I got money, I'm good. That's the most dumbest bullshit, most dumbest statement I've ever fucking heard. I will not ever, I don't give a fuck who you are or what you have. I would never, ever stay with someone that is knowingly or willfully abusing me and trying to use finances to keep a hold over me. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I ain't doing it. And I've heard many stories from older people, much older, my grandmother as well too. Certain thing, I'm like, what? Like, really? I heard from aunts as well too. Well, you have to do this for a man. You ain't gotta do nothing for a motherfucking man. What you doing for you? Don't be putting these nasty niggas on no pedestal, because they won't be doing that for you, boo. That's the true tea, true facts. Not all of them are like that, but the toxic ones I'm speaking about. Don't you put your head on the block for no fucking Dusty. Especially a Dusty that want to control you because you're better than them. There's some niggas out there that can't take the idea that a woman is doing everything for themselves. There's some men, they're not men, but you get my drift. There's some nasty niggas that suffer with that they can't have control. Because all they know is to have a woman in the household, cook, feed, be pregnant. Nobody not doing that shit no more. If the love is not healthy, if the love is not reciprocal in a healthy way, they're not doing it. And this is how things are changing. By action. And they can't take the action to what's being changed. So this is why they're going so ballistic and crazy, because they no longer have control. And whose problem is that? That ain't the collective's problem. What that got to do with the collective? Not a motherfucking thing. They didn't want you to have any romance because they never had romance. Their husband or their boyfriend or their wife or their girlfriend was beating on them behind closed doors, but no one knew anything about that. They were cheating on each other behind closed doors. And then when you come in out, oh my God, that's the perfect couple. I don't want that shit. I don't want that. If the shit is toxic behind the scene and you gotta put a front on in front of everyone, I don't want that shit. You can have it. I don't want that. I'd rather stay by myself and love on me. I don't want that shit. But because they never had the romance, even though they were with someone, they scorn you for that too. They jealous and envy you of that as well too. It's just weird. They're trying to be something that they can never be, which is you. It is what it is. It can never be you. So they took your money, however they took it. They took your money to keep you desolate, to make you need them. That is a form of control. If they took everything from you, if they take everything from you and they strip everything from you, 9 times out of 10, there's a possibility that you may go back to them because you need their assistance, but they're the one pulling the strings. And once you realize that they don't have no control over you, cut the motherfucking strings. Cut it. Shit, I use the same strings that they gave to me, and I'll make a fishing pole out that motherfucking. Go out to and this figuratively, okay? Go out to the pond, the river, the creek, wherever, and get me a fish. And create in that way and build in that way. You didn't need them. You always had you since you were small. The divine always had you since you were small. They were giving you crumbs. And the shit that they were giving you didn't help you no kind of way anyways. These is unhinged and toxic mothers and fathers here that were hoes. The biggest hoes that you, freakniks and all that shit, yeah, they were the biggest hoes. And because you not what they were, they got an issue with that too. You're not the issue, collective. They are. That's why they're projecting so hard onto you, because they can't be you, boo. So anything good or great that you create in your life, they're going to try to take it from you because they can't do what you do. They can't be like you. This is why these family dynamics here from the olden times cannot accept change. But that's okay. They ain't got to accept it. They ain't got to do nothing. But this whole bloodline getting the fuck up out of this earth, though, for real, that's straight facts. That's straight facts. Because they have so much hate and jealousy and envy in their hearts, is actually making them physically sick. Can you imagine waking up every damn day angry, every fucking day, 365 days? And I think this year is a leap year, so 366 every fucking day you angry? Come on, man. Every fucking day? No way. This is why they try to they call in the courts, and they call the police, and they call all these different other people, because they felt like if they were in your presence, you'll be afraid. These supposedly organizations supposed to portray some kind of fear onto the public, the community. But if you can see, you understand what I'm putting down. You know what I mean? Fear is a construct. You don't have to live in fear. But anywho, this is why these conservatorships and all these other things were placed or attempted to be placed onto you, because you would not listen, because they no longer had control over you. And by setting these things up in these organizations here, they thought it would continuously prove to them that they still had control, but with the help of others. But yet everything is falling down around them. Everything they've done, it crumbled. So again, they're back at square one, and them having to return back at square one infuriates them as well too, because all they can think is just one way to do this, and it's literally driving them fucking insane. Because it's better if they have a group of people against you. See, thoughts, and we had thoughts, false person, and message of concern. The false persons that they had around you, they don't know how to think for themselves, because clearly if they thought for themselves, they would not have been in this predicament. So right then there, just alone tells you that you're nothing like them. You're completely different than them. You think differently than them. But anywho, we got negative thoughts, false person, and message of concern. And they knew that these people that they were recruiting against you behind your back, not gonna ask no questions, because, oh, I believe them because they're this and they that. Looks can be fucking deceiving. Looks can be very deceiving, but energy is not. Looks could be deceiving, but energy do not deceive. Your pathways are open. Get to manifesting. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, pray about it. Speak your incantations, your affirmations. Get the work. See it manifest, boo. Collective, you have no blockages. None. None. No blockages. And also, 5 plus 3 is 8. You have no blockages, boo. None. So we have apologies and explanations. You don't have to apologize for anything because you didn't do anything wrong. And you don't need to explain anything to anyone as well, too. You know why? Because you get to live life on your terms. That's why. Not under the control or the puppeteering of people who can't even think outside of the box. And all they know is brutal force, oppression. That's all they know. And that shit is not working no more. So this is why they going fucking plumb crazy in front of everyone to see. Because they've lost complete control. We have relationships and vulnerability, attention to detail. They were very attentive to the people that you were talking to, seeing, connecting with, etc. here, because they were trying to find a crack where they can get in to start to infiltrate their mind in a negative way in regards to you. And they were successful with some people. They were. But those people were not for you. So clearly they were doing the dirty work for you, to be honest with you. They literally were just throwing away the trash for you to open up the path. Again, they did all the dirty work for you. They lied on you to people that was not supposed to be in your life to begin with. So they helped to clear your path with their fucking lies. Now that your pathway is open, you can do whatever it is that you want to do because you say so, collective. Because you say so. Small regrets and longing, and they're regretting it now. They're regretting treating you like shit. And they're regretting doing any of this here. Everybody can see. Yeah, I'm talking, man. Shit. Okay? Right now, family, dusty family. Dusty families. Get my fine self something to eat. They're trying to learn you. They think they know you, but they don't fucking know you. They're trying to learn you. Oh, I know what this person like. They don't. Because clearly, if they did, they would not be in the predicament that they're in. They don't know you. They don't. They think they do, but they don't. Oh, I know that. No, you don't. You don't. Yeah, comparison. You may have been compared a lot to people when you were growing up. Look at this one and look what they doing and stuff. You're doing way better than them. So this is why all eyes on you with your handsome, beautiful self. They don't make sense. They don't make no sense whatsoever. They want you to do everything that they did because it's basically, well, if I went through it, you got to go through it. That's a dumbass statement as well, too. That's a dumbass perception or that's a dumbass way of thinking and also perceiving or viewing the world. It's very stupid to think of that nature. Well, because I went through it, you got to go through it. That's very dumb. And this is why they going through what the fuck they going through, because of their ignorance. They're fucking ignorant. They're dense. They're not smart. And they think smart is by controlling people or others. And they're sadly mistaken. Ain't nobody laying down to be fucking controlled and subdued. Ain't nobody doing that weird shit. Nobody doing that shit. They want to get mad at you because you won't listen. Bitch, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. How about that? Fuck yeah. You picking up momentum and you out of there. All green, all gas. You may live in the city, you may live in New York City. You may live near, I'm hearing the Eiffel Tower. You may live near Paris, or you traveling to Paris. Or I'm hearing Paris welcomes you. We have outer strength in reverse. Yeah, they not strong at all. You gotta beat somebody to feel strong. You weak. They having sleepless nights. Now imagine all that truth coming out in one drop. And then on top of that, they're having sex with multiple people. Some of them prostituting. They're having sex with one another. They're taking people. They're taking money. They're poisoning people. They're unaliving. It's a lot of shit with these people. You're nothing like them. You're nothing like them. And your energy speaks for yourself. Or your energy speaks for you. Yeah, you in the flow. You have no attachments. None. No attachments. No negative attachments. The collective you do not have. Yeah, blissed out. The divine is getting ready. The divine getting ready to show you something, boo. And when the divine show out for you, you gotta say a word. It's written all over your face. You don't have to say a word. The smile, the smile, the smile. You're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be a comfortable motherfucker. Yeah. And you know what's the best part? You did it all by yourself. And you don't have to share with not a motherfucker, not a raggedy mouth. Nobody. You don't have to share with nobody. I'm hearing turn your lights down low. Oh no. That's what's her name? Lauryn Hill and Bob Marley. So when they realized that they lost control, this is why they started to recruit people. But they didn't recruit smart people. They did not. Covered is in reverse. Could be an air sign that you're dealing with. Wind. What's this? Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Yes, several of them. Could be several air signs. They hired to do this dumb shit. Somebody broke their leg. Saying, ooh, it's been a long time. Yeah, very forcefully, yeah. Somebody hurt themselves. And I want you to know right now that I want to give you some love. I want to give you some good loving. Oh, I want to give you some good loving. Now, somebody could be feeling that way about you. It could be, yuck. That's what I'm hearing. Ugh. No, we're going to send that bullshit back. Send that bullshit back. There's a father here. Could be a water sign, because this is blue, water. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That fucked up their leg. Could be an earth sign too. Very forcefully. They never seen it coming, because it could have happened today, because it's felt, it took off. Okay. It took off, boo. Somebody's in a lot of pain. Yeah, when they woke up this morning, they were in a lot of great pain in their foot. Yes, that's a fact. But don't worry, Spirit will take that leg. When it rains, it hurts this person. I'm speaking about a karmic. But when it rains, it hurts this person. Their leg or their foot or something. Yeah, this person has no more time left. Face is unrecognizable. Yeah, this is a father figure. Sun energy is a father energy, or it could be a Leo. You know. You know what's up. Yeah, it's men they're speaking about here. Doctors in reverse. This person gonna end when they go into the hospital. They're not coming back out. I'm telling you, they're not coming back out. And like I said, spirit have funny ways of being petty. Because most men don't even go to doctors. From my experience, they don't go to doctors. So they're gonna sit there with this pain. The shit gonna get worse. Then they have to go to the doctors. The ending is not good. Or they go to the doctors and they get caught up with a doctor or a nurse or something that's not on the up and up, because that's how energies work sometimes. But anywho, they get acquainted with a not so good doctor or nurse that and so either way they're fucked. Temporary. Spirit got all the bases covered. But y'all don't like control. You don't like that control, karmic? You don't like the way that spirit is controlling you? Ain't that something? That is something. Peace is in reverse. For who? They have no peace, boo. None. Patience is in reverse. They have no patience either. Got a big ass rock head. Boundaries are in reverse, and spirit has no boundaries as to how far they're going to go. Spirit can be real petty, real petty. Real petty. I'm hearing Eve. What y'all niggas want? Can't touch. All y'all need. What we need in our life is right here with me. Sounds I wanna hear. Who that? Who that? Swiss beat. Eve from Philly, so I gotta rep Philly. What up, Philly? Yeah, they even had a private eye investigator watching. Yeah, they shocked about what they hearing and seeing. Everybody is flabbergasted. Yeah, they're flabbergasted. Somebody love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Somebody love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Someone's blowing a gasket. Their head, their pressure is high. Someone's having a lot of migraines and headaches. I'm hearing Saginaw. DR. They being dragged to Neverary. Someone may like Drake. Yeah, they being dragged and ragged. Someone's name could be Darcy. D-I-R-T. All of their dirt is out in the open. They're trying to pivot, but every time they pivot, they just keep getting stuck in the quicksand. Someone needs to go to the doctors. Your cunt smelling stink. You need to go to the doctors. Dirt. Cunt smelling foul and fresh. But these are the type of bitches that's in competition with the collective. Oh, okay. Whatever. Somebody loves to watch P-Valley or this whole Tabanca, Bacchanal is like P-Valley. Someone lives in the southwestern parts of a city. Could be Southwest DC, Southwest Philly, Southwest Jersey, Southwest Florida, etc., etc., Southwest Jacksonville. Somebody's going to the Dominican Republic. Somebody wants to rewind everything that has happened from the past. Someone's doing some real crazy shit on their internet, their IP address, and that's going to, you know what? Because it's thriller night. Yeah, discrimination. They discriminated a lot against you, and they're getting ready to get all of that back from the world. You see, when people trying to stop you from doing something, or they're trying to stop you from hanging with this person, it's just that person. There's too many other people out here that are nothing like that person that they're trying to stop you from talking to or speaking to. That makes sense. If the only thing you have within yourself, and this is me speaking as a whole, collectively and karmically, if the only thing that you have about yourself is to come towards someone with gossip, you ain't no good in my book. You no good in my book. I don't want no parts of that. If you can't come forward towards me with some kind of a uplifting, some kind of a very positive, healthy something where we both can reciprocate from, I don't want it. I don't want to hear about no gossip. I don't want about who say, she say, them say. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Because if you're that comfortable to come towards me to speak about someone in that manner, what are you saying about me behind my back? So don't bring news for me. I don't want to hear no news. I don't want to hear no gossip of what this one and that one doing. I don't care. If it ain't putting no money in my pocket, if it's not making me healthy, I don't care. Okay? We got Mercury, Aries. I have to think about it. 3rd house. Okay, Cancer. You dealing with a crybaby Cancer, a karmic Cancer. Okay, not a high vibing karmic, a low vibing karmic. Okay, 7th house. Scorpio, 12th house. It's dealing with a Scorpio, 12th house. 12th house is your hidden enemies. So check your 12th house to see. Dealing with a Leo, sun sign, actual Leo. Okay, and these are low vibing signs. Okay. We have Moon in Pisces in the 5th house. All right, we got Sag, Aries, a Libra, Trudy say Libra, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius. Let's do 3 more. Capricorn, Taurus, a dirty Taurus, a stink Taurus, low vibing Taurus, and a nasty low vibing Capricorn. Okay? So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Till next time, I love you guys.